Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Hey, how you doing? It's Chris Rollins.
It's Ken Heron.
Yeah, do the dance. You're not dancing, man. This is a groovy beat. Break it down. Yeah, tonight on the show, Ed Ricker will join us. We're going to talk all about FPV stuff, and we've got some FPV cool videos from him. I've got video of me flying around the radio station with my tiny whoop crashing often. And tonight, your chance to win some Freewell all-day 4K filters for any kind of camera or drone you have. They have opened it up, so no matter what you have, you won't be left out of this contest. Going to give that away tonight. Plus, many more things. All of your videos that you sent in. If you want to send in a video, you can send it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. I haven't been getting that many videos lately. I don't know why.
What?
Maybe people aren't out flying. Yeah. Super chats are now open.
Woohoo!
And a portion of which will go in my pocket. And Jeff Sills will be here with the news and so much more. But first, it is the Cadillac of processed meat. Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite sponsor of all time, Pigeon Jerky. Yummy.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
All right.
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. Woo! Oh, gotta love that pigeon jerky. Are you fully stocked on the pigeon jerky? Are you?
Oh yeah.
Good.
You see? This is that shipment you sent me.
Oh, the shipment. You got the shipment? Very good. Very good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
sponsors are great.
Our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Gray Bearded Drone Pilot. Much appreciated. It's you that support the show that really just keep it going. Because without you, well, I don't know what we'd do. I would just sit in the corner and cry and eat the massive
I've seen him cry.
piles of pigeon jerky I have here. I do have to let everybody know about another one of our sponsors, RemotePilot101.com. There they are. If you haven't checked them out, even if you're not going to get your Part 107, it's a great resource because they are there all the time. They will answer the phone. They will answer your chat if you have any questions. People email me all the time. Ken, can you do this? And what if I live near an airport? And blibbity blop. Well, blibbity blop your question on over to RemotePilot101.com and they will answer it. And you don't even have to join. But if you want to join, you can use Heron 18 when you sign up and save how much, Chris?
18%?
30%.
Oh.
Which is almost double or more. Less? I'm not a math fan. It'll save you money.
Less.
Heron 18 when you sign up. It's a complete course for learning for the Part 107. It's taught by Jason Shepard. He wears 2 watches. He is a certified pilot instructor, and it's all video based. And plus, they have questions in between each lesson. You can't fail. In fact, they guarantee that you won't fail. RemotePilot101.com. All right.
That was a good read.
Thanks, man. I feel good about that. So what have you been up to, Chris? Thanks for co-hosting again. What have you been up to?
Man, we've got a baby on the way. So we are doing a bunch of remodeling, getting ready for some new floors, put up some new walls in the house. Been painting.
I got to ask, which room has been commandeered for the baby room? Because that's what always happens. It's usually the dude's office.
Okay, so this is my office.
Yeah.
As you'll notice, it is much fuller than the first time I co-hosted.
Right.
So the guest room has now been commandeered. So everything in the guest room is now here, which means there's about 6 square feet of standing space.
Okay. Are you ready for baby colic? Are you ready for a colicky baby?
No.
And the only reason I even know what colic is, as I am childless, is because I dated a girl who had a young baby. That's a long story. Hey, let's get to the news before we divert too far off course here.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Let's head over to the newsroom and get the scoop on all the drone news around the world. Everything you'd ever want to know about drones. It's Jeff Sales. What's up?
Oh, hello all. So we'll start this off. We've talked about the Chinese drones and the government being all worried about security. The National Defense University professor Harry Wingo recently testified at the Senate Commerce Security hearings regarding drones and their security issues. If you guys are familiar with I think it's Huawei cell phones, they put a ban on those because of the same security concerns, and you can't buy them or can't use them. Google doesn't support them, etc. The senators were proposing that the government do the same sort of thing to Chinese drone manufacturers. In production, or in specifics, they mentioned DJI.
That won't happen. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, but, okay, so...
No. Just kidding. I'm good. Had a little frog stuck in my throat. By the way, thank you so much, Mark's Drone Works, for the $8 super chat. Thank you so much.
Well, to make a long story short, Professor Wingo had identified that at least 80% of the drones in the United States are made by Chinese companies, which obviously brings forth the fact that there's a particular unprecedented level of risk for intelligence in the United States based off of these drones. But he's not advocating that DJI be banned, for instance. What he's interested in is he's trying to get the government to do sort of a huge investment in American or U.S. manufacturers so that we can compete vigorously with the Chinese drones. And so he wants to promote more open source software for drones and, get the market going.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, DJI needs some competition for sure.
Yeah, DJI needs competition.
Yeah.
So,
but doesn't open source mean that like anybody can come in and write anything that they want into your firmware? Because to me, that seems like that whole security risk thing would be opened up a lot more.
Well, if you remember,
am I wrong? Is that not what that means?
If you remember way back when computers were in their infancy, we only had like 2 or 3 manufacturers: IBM, Macintosh, etc.
You gone and done did it, Chris. You asked Jeff Sills a computer question. We will be here all night. There's no time for the guests. I'm sorry, Ed Ricker. Good night, everybody. Jeff, it's all you, baby.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, cool.
No,
they open source computers, and you see how the industry blossomed and opened up competition. The same thing can happen with the drone industry, and I think it's a good deal. So next in the news, we'll get off of computers and we'll switch over to Air New Zealand. They are set to trial the use of drones to inspect aircraft for damage.
Normally, aircraft and drones don't mix well in the same airspace. But Air New Zealand's teamed up with ST Engineering, and we think we found a way that they can get along very well.
We will be inspecting the vertical stabilizer for this aircraft, which is above 80 meters high. The flight route of the drone are pre-planned for each aircraft type. Usually this will have to be done with a human inspector going onto a boom lift. With the help of drone scan, high-resolution images can now be captured effortlessly and streamed live to this monitor for viewing by the aircraft engineers.
The key to that is it has an algorithm which can capture and detect any defects we might have, sends that back to the engineer to then review and confirm or possibly initiate a further inspection. What that means for us is the opportunity that if it needs a repair, it can be done immediately, and also it gets our aircraft back in the air quicker.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. I like to see that.
Yeah, and it's a trial process. They're using it at one of the Chinese airports where Air New Zealand has most of their aircraft being maintenanced.
Hey, this just in. Francois with a $14 super chat. Thank you so much, Francois. Hey, all your Canadian pal. Keep up the good work. Mavic Air chocolate eyes, please. Yes, by the way, of course, if you want the eyeballs for your drone that is guaranteed to keep the birds away from your copter thing, $10 super chat, or you can PayPal me at this address, kenheronupload@gmail.com. But do remind me that you've bought them, because I will forget.
All right.
Swiss
So
cheese.
next on the news on the idea of open sourcing, engineers at the University of Toronto have designed a fully open source dual rotor tail sitter drone called the Phoenix.
Oh, cool. How's that work?
Wow, that is stable.
Yes, it's very stable. It uses off-the-shelf equipment. It's completely open source. They're trying to design a drone that can be 3D printed, that you can easily, create and build yourself with off-the-shelf stuff. It uses Pix Racer flight computers and basically common stuff that you would see in race drones.
Huh. That's cool.
That's really cool. Does it go over horizontal? It looked like a wing almost, where it would.
Yeah. From what I've been able to get right now, it's supposed to be able to fly horizontally as well as being able to hover. But I didn't see any sign in the video that they've gotten to that point yet.
Okay. That's cool, man.
So next in the news, we have Uber. They have showed up everybody with their food delivery services in Australia, and now they're going to bring that to San Francisco, San Diego.
So this is the
in
first
United
test
States.
with our partners where we're putting these pieces together. What we did is we actually demonstrated how we can start with an order originating through the UberEats app, accept the order, load the food into a specially designed packaging. That packaging is attached to the drone. The drone then flies a simulated delivery mission and drops off the package at the location, and then the package is delivered by the courier to the final destination. Today, we just did a very limited initial run, but we'll be building up in complexity as we get these additional approvals from the FAA over time, as we're able to then execute this simple mission, but do it in a safe, repeatable, and very reliable way.
That's perfect. I really like the idea of taking good, hot food and putting it under a big, huge fan and sending it across a long distance, especially like on a cool day or something. That'll cool it right down so you don't burn your mouth. That's a great idea, Uber.
Yeah. And if I could just build off of that for a second, it says it puts it on the drone and takes it further away to the carrier, who then delivers it to the person who ordered. What's the point of that?
I guess.
Okay, so think about
It's not a time saver.
They have a catcher, like a person that catches your drone for you. That doesn't make any sense. It's a gimmick, clearly.
Well, okay, so you guys have been talking about how are they going to.
I would order food if it was delivered by drone. I would totally do that.
Well, and they've been doing it. They do it in Australia right now. Uber's been delivering in Australia now for almost a year. So the idea is sound. The belief is, and you guys have talked about the concern about how are you going to deliver something to somebody's house, the trees and all the obstacles. And Uber's idea is that they're going to have designated places where the drone flies to and lands, and then a person there takes it and delivers it. That's what they're doing now. The future idea is that the drones will land on the roof of the cars of the couriers, so the courier will go to the location, and the drone will land on the courier's car.
I hate to interrupt you, but no, and no. Oh, furthermore, no. Oh, this just
I'm
in.
just trying to think of
this just
all
in.
the ways you get money out of Uber. Like, oh, your drone scratched my car.
No. The drone would be landing on the courier.
Oh, that changes everything. That changes everything in the equation. Let's add more moving parts. No, that'll never happen. Right. I mean, it's great. I love that people are thinking of these things for drones. It's great. The more uses, the better. But Amazon will have my tube socks in the sky. I believe that. I believe that my tube socks that will cost $30 will get droned to me one day. Maybe not while I'm still sane. I'll be 80 or 90, but no. But we are not. UberEats will never happen. You can mark my words. Record this moment. UberEats will never happen. Next story.
Well, okay. So, and I can't wait to see the drone or the video that you shoot when you order the tube socks. That's going to be great.
By the way, Raven 187, real quick, $2 super chat. Can we get some Falcon jerky? Are you Falcon kidding me? Of course you can. You're the Falcon best, and we Falcon appreciate you. Don't go Falcon changing. And
we're just talking about get demonetized.
10 toes. Yeah. So why is the video blurry? I think I have my glasses on wrong, except the chat is sharp. Are we blurry?
It's been skipping a little bit.
Has it? It's entirely possible we're dropping some frames or something. But I did notice that Jeff has the Barbara Walters foggy lens on going. You remember like Barbara Walters? Anybody? No? Nobody? Millennials? Okay. Barbara Walters was a reporter, and the rumor was that she would put Vaseline on the lens. I don't know if any people over 50 know that trick, putting the Vaseline on the lens to soften back when TV wasn't HD. Boy, I tell you, when the news
British trick.
Yeah, the news community, boy, they had a fit when everything went to HD, didn't they? Because there's a lot of news people that were counting on that low resolution to make them look younger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. So next in the news, drone camp, a nationwide camp to teach kids about drones and safety, is being held this week at Sioux City Community College.
Students are finding out about FAA rules and regulations, among other things. The classes are being held at Northeast Community College, South Sioux City Extended Campus. Drone Camp founder Matt King says when he first started the camp 4 years ago, only 20% of students had flown a drone. He says now about 80% of students who attend camp have flown a drone, which means young pilots who may not be aware of the regulations are flying the drones.
So we have tons of young pilots in the sky, but they don't know the rules. And it's amazing that they come in and they take a test before and after, and they can see how much they've grown.
Students have used a flight simulator to learn to fly. They've also built their own drone, which they get to keep, and they've practiced a search and rescue mission. Advanced students get hands-on experience editing video, and they get to fly some of the best drones on the market.
My favorite part of drone camp was learning new friends and kids, and also being able to fly drones.
That's cool, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's cool. Sorry, I was just being a jerk there, but like editing choice. The poor girl's putting a drone together and they use the 5 seconds where her screwdriver to the floor. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, that's great. I wish I could have gone to drone camp when I was a kid. I went to regular old
church camp.
I went to regular old camp. I have a horrible. Never mind. Just to let you know, there's a morning show running in my head, and it's a male morning show, and it's a not kid-friendly morning show. And very often, my brain is pushing things out of my mouth, and my mouth is like, "Don't you dare!" Anyway, Metro Drones, $20 super chat, and we'll do TNL after dark one day, and it'll all come spewing out. It'll be wonderful. Happy TNL, 121 days till spin up. 2019, yeah. Chris, you going? Spin up?
It's a little close to the baby coming, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Wouldn't it be just a great memory to have your first child be born at spin up? That would be just a magic moment. Then we could.
I don't think my wife would see it the same way.
You're right. So yes, there's a link to if you want to come to spin up. There's a link in the description of this video. By the way, this is show number 99.
Man.
Yeah. Drone.
That is
drone worship.
Huge accomplishment.
Hey, it's drone worship. He's here. The Skydio R1 could perform a landing on a vehicle with no issues. It's quite possible for Amazon. Cool. $5 super chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Now back to the news.
Next in the news, so the menace of having indoor micro UAVs flying around your house can be quite annoying. So this one young man, Drew Pitcher, decided to build a anti-drone sentry gun to deal with the problem.
Okay. Oh, that looks cool.
Wow. Oh, sweet.
Somebody doesn't have a girlfriend. Wow, that's neat. Look at that thing. It's tracking it.
Oh.
Neato.
Oh, that's impressively accurate.
Oh. That could be a fun game. So here's the only problem I see with that. One day, he'll be really hungry, and he'll call UberEats, and UberEats will come to his house, and he'll shoot down his own food. So that's the problem there.
Well, and I mean, as far as what Nerf gun shot, so I mean, at best it's going to be able to hit the small UAVs. You fired that at a Phantom or a Mavic and just bounce off. So.
Right.
All right. So next.
There's a video.
Yeah. There you go. Next in the news, a gentleman decided to fly his drone over the Young Duda Square during the middle of a Raptors game.
Okay. Canada might have a few problems with this. Looks like, it just looks like, just from first glance, he might be flying over people.
Canada has a
just the
big
impression
problem.
again.
What's that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Canada has a big problem with this. The video has raised a lot of alarms in Canada. You know, you're not supposed to be doing this. The fines are $3,000 and up. So, yeah, this guy's a big jerk.
I mean, there are thousands of people down there, like, sitting on buses and flipping police cars and breaking their own town when they win a game, so yin yang, you know. He did.
Yeah,
did he crash into anybody?
I'm not. It doesn't have any information as to whether or not in the article they've actually caught the guy, but of course the video had his name tagged on it, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to be able to localize who it was, and you know he'll get his fines and probably face a lot more for flying where he was.
I can make a prediction that his parents will end up paying the fine because he's 14. Anyway. Nothing against 14-year-olds, but you don't have a real good filter at that age. I know you think you do, 14, but take it from 52, almost 53. You don't. Okay. Boy, if I had kids. Anyway.
Speaking about drones over crowds, Team Black Sheep, a company that specializes in drones, recently published a video that shows the massive number of people who attended last week's protest in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's FPV.
Yeah, that's FPV. Is this is it how does Hong Kong, how do they feel about drones?
Well, Hong Kong has similar rules like what we do, but in this particular case, that it was less, I guess, about the drone and more about what the people were protesting about that raised the concerns. There were over 2 million people out that day. And they're protesting a controversial law that would extradite people suspected of crimes to China from Hong Kong, and they don't want to see that go through.
But what a great way to display how many people there are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even if you had a helicopter there, the helicopter's restricted from flying too close to buildings and even going over the city proper sometimes. But look at this. He's surfing the buildings and...
Dude.
What a great display of... I don't necessarily agree with the whole flying over people thing. Chris, how do you feel about that? I mean, it's a law here in the States and in Canada, but how do you feel about it? What's your opinion on flying over?
I don't necessarily have a problem with it, particularly now with how safe they are.
Yeah.
With how many fail-safes they have and how many redundancies they have. It doesn't really bother me. It's not something I really think about too much. It does bother me when people fly crazy over people, like zipping in really low and fast and things like that. But I think I can very easily not. Wow. See, like that's a sketchy shot. I feel like I can be over people and be comfortable that something's not about to go wrong. You'll be just being aware, spatially aware of where you are. I don't think that that's really an issue anymore.
Right.
And this is the reason why FAA has been, giving out waivers for companies to be able to fly over crowds and stuff like that. And you're going to see, like, with Part 107 holders and stuff like that, you'll be able to do it. So it's just a confidence level in where the drones are and what they've been able to build into them from the safety standpoints.
Well, I mean, flying FPV over people is much more dangerous than flying, say, a Mavic over people.
Yeah.
FPVs like fly for 3 minutes? They go vertical, they go upside down. I mean, vertical is not the right word.
Yeah. No, there's probably more of a chance for something to go wrong with FPV.
Yeah.
But
regardless, this footage is amazing.
It is amazing, and I would say that you have a better chance of getting dive bombed by a bird than. I mean, it depends on where you are, though. I mean, if you're at a concert, and I mean, you have a right to not have that, even a slight chance of a drone falling on your head. I understand that.
True.
But if everyone's in agreement, like, I don't know, it's just such a touchy thing. And I would say that if you're new to droning, you don't have your Part 107 or your country's equivalent, then you shouldn't fly over people. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that 100%.
All right. So last in the news, there was...
And on that note.
Yeah, and on that note. There was a short-lived rumor that there's a GoPro Karma 2. Here's Ash, the UK correspondent for us, with more details.
Remember the GoPro Karma drone? Well, version 2 might be on its way. We've discovered a little bit of information that might lead us to suspect that the GoPro Karma might be getting a revamp. Now, that might be an updated version of their original drone. GoPro suffered big issues with Karma drone. There were lots of returns, crashes, failures, Karmas dropping out of the sky, and it was eventually determined that the cause of this was a power issue, a connection problem between the battery and the drone, and so GoPro launched a mass recall of every single unit. But you can't buy it because it's out of stock, but they do offer refurbished drones. Now, this is where our tip-off information came to us, because a Droning On viewer was chatting with an agent from GoPro, asking about the refurbished drones and inquiring about when the Karma would be back in stock. The agent in that chat initially responded to state that the facility was upgrading their Karma drone. And when they questioned further, the subsequent response came through to state that they've had lots of current competition and releases from a different company. Now, I wonder which company they're referring to there. DJI, perhaps? But they then went on to say that they're not sure of the release date, but that there is a lot of improvement that they've added to the drone. Now, that doesn't sound like basic updates to a firmware release, because this drone is discontinued. They wouldn't be updating its hardware or any other aspect of the existing offering. This does sound like there might be a new drone behind the scenes currently being developed with lots of upgrades and improvements over what was previously on offer. Now, it might just be that this chat agent's communication is a bit lost in translation, but on the other hand, maybe this agent has accidentally let slip that the GoPro Karma 2 might be on its way.
Wow, how about that?
That's cool.
And it's all vaporware. It's not real. Ash had also pointed out that he had a response. One of the first times GoPro actually responded to him in one of his videos, identifying that it's not going to happen. It's not real, and you know, don't think that there's a GoPro Karma 2. So, well, then, I'm sorry, Kelly. I apologize.
If it's not true, not to perpetuate any rumors or anything, but if it's not true, how do I have this official GoPro Karma list of features that was sent to me by my connection at GoPro? How do I have that? Let me just run down, see if this would help you buy a new one. Apparently, the new Karma 2 upgrades would be, they've claimed that they've increased the fall rate. So now Karmas will drop out of the sky 20% faster. And that's an improvement. Apparently, the legs will fold in two places. So it'll have like elbows and knees. So that's kind of cool, right?
It's more photogenic that way.
Absolutely. And it'll be waterproof. So, you know, when it falls out of the air and lands in a lake, then you can retrieve it and send it up only to fall down again. I wish Kelly Green was here to see this. He still owns a Karma drone. Is anybody in the chat? Does anybody in the chat? If you own a Karma drone, I apologize for your poor decision. No, we got a super chat. Thank you so much for $25 super chat from Uranus. Hey Ken, I used Heron 18 code for remotepilot101.com. Passed my 107 test today, so I thought I'd share some of the savings with you. Thanks, Bob D. That is awesome. Congratulations, Bob. That is great. And if you just joined the show late, remotepilot101.com is our sponsor, and you can go there, and of course you can sign up for that is a poorly placed banner right there. Heron 18 will get you a discount. Now, Jeff, before we let you go, and before we bring in Ed Ricker, who is standing by, I wanted to give some news to you and everyone watching. I got a call from the director of the Save Lucy Committee, and they saw my YouTube video on this Margate, New Jersey historic landmark. And Lucy the elephant is and if you don't know what it is, I'll just play very quickly a little bit of Lucy. This is an excerpt from my video.
Hey everybody, I'm Ken Heron, and this is Lucy the elephant in Margate, New Jersey.
I grew up in New Jersey, and Lucy the elephant's a big part of my childhood, so I videoed her, and I was very proud when I heard that the Save Lucy Committee, they asked permission to show parts of my video in the museum. So that's
excellent.
Pretty cool. I feel really good about that, being able to help Lucy, because she was almost torn down for years and years. There's a link in the description of this video to the whole video, and I urge you to check it out. It's a very interesting historic landmark, and we almost lost it. So.
Yeah, I loved that video. You did a great job on that, and the history behind it was fabulous.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else that you would like to share with everybody before we say goodbye to you, Jeff Sills?
Once again, I just want to give a shout out to Mike Roche. I appreciate the hat, sir. Thank you very much. And I appreciate
Chris, you're not dancing.
I was almost there.
Chris, you're not dancing. You need to participate.
I was totally dancing.
You were not. You were tapping your toes. I didn't see it.
Not count for anything?
No. That just means you need to breathe into a paper bag. Try again.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. Bird's a winner. Well, a bird. Bird is a winner. Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner. Well, a bird. The bird's a winner.
I don't know why. That is just fantastic. It just doesn't ever seem to lose its punch, does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does it? I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right, Jeff. Thank you so much for being with us and for the news. And there's links in the description to his channel and drone news and drone book and all that stuff. Thanks, man.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Gotta love that Jeff Sills. He's a good guy.
Watching him crumble that way is just so satisfying.
It really is. Because you never know. You never know if the bird will be the word on any particular day. All right, so it's about time to bring in Ed Ricker.
Eddie?
Yeah, and I apologize. I know he's watching right now. It'll be another minute or two because we have to talk about Chris Rollins here.
Oh.
And the GUI video on your channel. So I'm going to play.
I still had some footage of what the grass looks like right now.
Oh, really? Did you ruin the grass?
No, but it hasn't quite all dissolved away like I was hoping it would.
Oh, okay.
Just
well,
big chunks of it everywhere.
If you don't know what we're talking about, here's what we're talking about.
Hey guys, glad you're back. Today we're going to be doing some really cool experiments with oobleck. Oobleck is what's known as a non-newtonian fluid, and basically what that means is that its viscosity changes according to the strain rate. This is just cornstarch and water, but check this out. If I go slow, it behaves just like a liquid. Once I start moving quickly though, it behaves like a solid. When it's at rest, the cornstarch and the water flows freely between one another, but once you put it under a strain, the coarse, rough cornstarch molecules lock together and they trap the water between them, and it behaves like a solid. So we want to find out what happens when you put oobleck under extreme pressure.
Just easy. Oh my god. Taking for a spin.
It's completely stripped it. The balloon's gone, and it's just got the whole ball of oobleck in there. That's amazing.
That lawnmower.
Poor thing.
Poor guy.
Alright.
Ew.
Oh, god.
Oh. Man, that's awesome. What? So you're gonna have cornstarch in your yard forever now? Uh-oh. He's gone. It's just me. Hey, how you doing? It's just me. Oh, I gotta call him back. Stand by. Where's my hold music? I gotta play my hold music. Of course something had to go wrong. All right. Stand by. Your viewership is important to us. Let me try to get someone back here for you. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Mistakes are an important part of the learning process. Unless you're a snake charmer. Ow.
That was horrible. Alexa, tell me a better joke.
They say 1 is the loneliest number, but I think it's probably pi, because no one even knows its full name.
That's pretty bad. I apologize for that. Live show, everyone. Oh, so Chris isn't online. What now? See, I have this show planned out down to the second. And if something goes wrong, I'm just not ready for it. I'm ready for it. But Chuck Mangione's got to go. So let me try him one more time. It says he's online. We'll give it another go. Standing by for Chris Rollins. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. Out of hell with him. Let's call Ed. All right, we're going to call Ed.
Hello?
Ed, how you doing, man?
Hey, good.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm pretty good. I lost my co-host.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I saw it froze really nicely on his smile. I mean, it was a nice freeze frame.
I thought he was sitting there smiling.
Yeah, I thought he was too. And then I said, wait a second. He's taking a little too long to break that smile. But, hey, I'll do what I can for you in the meantime.
Thanks, man. You know, I didn't change my sources here, so stand by while I do that.
Sure.
So tell us what you've been up to
right now. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
No. I'm just asking. Hey, just checking.
Oh, no, we're on.
What have I been up to? Well, I've been doing some videos, a lot of videos for my videography business, but I have been doing some FPV flying recently. I just posted a video earlier today, actually about 4 or 5 hours ago, an FPV video showcasing some software that I'm learning how to use, some free. It's a free software video editor called VSDC. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of it, but learning how to use it and using it with some FPV footage seemed to be the best route to take. So, yeah, if anyone's interested, go ahead and check it out after this stream is over. Stick around.
Yeah. Don't leave right now.
Don't leave.
Let me. Oh, Chris. Okay. Yes. All right. Chris is back. Let's bring him in. Alex Philistine, $20 super chat. Thank you. Just trying to keep the weekly train going. Love the show. Thanks, Chris. Hey man, welcome back to the show. Appreciate it. Hey, where you been? What happened?
The internet's down. I'm hotspotting off of my cell phone right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. So, no, what happened to Ed? What happened to Ed? Ed, you there?
My hotspot bumped him out.
No. All right.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think that would happen. I'm trying to put my phone somewhere where it gets better signal.
What? Oh, that's it. We're being hacked. It's
the Russians.
The damn Russians. All right. Well, let's try to get Ed back while Chris.
Maybe that internet outage is running across the country.
Is there an internet outage? Of course there is. Of course there's an internet outage on Thursday
Night Live.
Yeah.
And they're out to get us.
Okay. Place it here. $25 super chat. Thank you. Please tell Ed he is awesome. I learned how to work my Mavic 2 years ago, nice. From his video. Love the dog walking up the stairs during the video. Lol. All right. Well, thank you for hotspotting.
Ed.
Let's bring in Ed while Chris Rollins tells us a joke.
Trying to think. Okay. Here's a math problem.
Yeah.
If your dad has $500, he gives your mom half of it.
Yeah.
Hello?
What does your dad have?
Okay, if your mom has what? Say it again.
Mom has $500.
Right.
Excuse me. If your dad has $500.
Yeah.
But he gives your mom half of it. What does your dad have?
A good lawyer. I don't know.
A heart attack.
A heart attack. Okay. Well, that's not bad for being on the spot. Now, we got everybody here. We're good. We lost 100 viewers probably, but we're good. Ed, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
So, and nice to see you, Chris.
Hey, buddy.
You guys seem to have worked up a little bit of a sweat. You both dancing just a few minutes ago. It was fun to see that, you know?
Yeah,
it's fun
yeah.
to see you both in good spirits.
Yeah. Now I have to go back to what we were saying before about your video that was edited with what? Because I have that I have that video right here. We can play a little bit of that for you.
VSDC, free video editor. So I've been talking with the people who make that software, and eventually I'll make a tutorial. I think it'd be easier to learn if you're just learning video editing, but if you're coming from Premiere, you have to unlearn a few Premiere habits in order to really get going smoothly with VSDC.
Okay.
But it's been around for years. VSDC's been around for a long time. I know a lot of people that do big, high caliber work on it.
I never heard of it.
They just released a new version recently, and so that's why I'm trying it out. The first version I was struggling with, but I think this one's a little bit better.
Okay. Well, here's the video.
I edited this entire video using VSDC free video editor.
Tell us where you were for this. This is pretty amazing stuff here.
We're going through a couple different places. That's a park that is called Dorothea Dix Park in Raleigh. That is Wake Tech North Campus in also in Raleigh. That's the same one, the same campus.
Is any of this footage sped up or slowed down? Anything?
No, everything is real time. Didn't slow anything. Didn't speed up anything.
Wow.
Little greenhouse. Do you want me to do a little play-by-play?
Sure, man. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward it to my favorite part here.
Yeah, doing a little bit of flippy-floppy and doing a little roll over the thing there. So then we're flying with some wings, some FPV wings. This is at the big field in Dorothea Dix, doing a Matty flip through some trees, which I've only recently learned how to do with any amount of, I don't know, proficiency, I suppose.
And what is it called?
A Matty flip.
So all these moves have names like skateboard tricks.
Yeah, most of them. I mean, there might be a few where I just kind of do, and they might be simple enough that they don't really have a name per se. Or maybe they do. Who knows? Just rolls. Power
if you need somebody to name these things, I mean, I got Flip-de-Doo. I've got Flurgen-Glurgen. Have you done the Flurgen-Glurgen?
This might be a Flurgen-Glurgen right here.
That is pretty impressive. What is that? What is the drone doing? Right, it's just spinning right around and around, right?
It's tilted up very high, but then it's orbiting backwards, sort of. So it makes, and because of the tilt of the FPV camera, it makes it look like you're almost upside down, but you're really not. You're just at an extreme angle.
Okay, so do you have to be in line of sight to be able to do that, or this is all through the FPV?
This is all FPV. Yeah.
Wow.
And then a little recreational night flight. This was a month or two ago before things got a little more serious with doing that with the FAA. But
that is Ed. That is I still see a little bit of sunlight. To me, that's dusk. So
there
you're
you
good there, man. Yeah.
And rainy
too. Here's where I decided, you know what? I crashed so much and I edited so much wreck footage. Let's just add a little wreck here. So this is me, like, nah.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and
that's what you call not disarming when you should.
What kind of
save it?
What kind of equipment were you running there?
That was I have it actually right here.
I want to know who did your ink.
Oh, I almost forgot I had it on. I was at the club earlier, and I was trying to impress.
Did it work?
So, no, this is just for Ken's benefit.
Thanks, man.
I might have impressed some people.
I didn't even notice that.
Is anyone impressed in the comments, the live chat? Who's impressed? If anyone's impressed, type 1. If you're not impressed, type 2.
Man, Ed's all tatted up.
I don't want to see the results from that. But no, I was just flying a little Armiton Marmot right here. And we have a GoPro would fit right here, and then a battery would fit right there, and then, yeah.
See, I want to know what a Armitit is. I want to know all that stuff. I want to know the lingo. I want to know that you just did the flip-de-doo. I want to know all that. I'm trying to get into FPV. I got a little tiny whoop here. I've been crashing all over the place.
Well, I know back like last August we thought about getting together, but it seems like, and then last month we were trying to also get together. Ken, it's been difficult, but I really want to get up with you soon, and maybe we can give you an acro course of some sort.
Yes. Now, the one thing I don't want to learn is how to do the thing I found on your Facebook page. Let me just show you this. And this is part of that video.
Yeah, this is one of the edits.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And what?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
to explain, GoPros when they're subjected to an impact into concrete, generally they will stop recording if it's hard enough, and it won't save the exact moment of impact.
Oh.
So that's why it cut off like the quarter second before it actually smacked into that brick wall.
That was a hard crash, man. This is what happened to the camera and the battery.
Yeah. Well, so the camera, that's not so bad. I was able to swap out the lens cover of the GoPro, and I'm still using that GoPro to this day.
Okay.
The battery, however, yeah, we decided, you know what? That doesn't look safe anymore.
No, it doesn't.
So I threw it away. I discharged it and then disposed of it properly.
That's a Hero 5 Session you were using?
Yep, Hero 5 Session.
Love those.
That's the lightest camera that still does good video. Of course, you can do GoPro Hero 7 Black or something and get better video, but then you're talking a substantial increase in weight.
Now I
You gotta make it last because they don't make those anymore for some really dumb reason.
Yeah, that's true. But you can get refurbished ones on Amazon. I saw.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I get them. Yep.
But
so it does have a replacement program. So if you have some broken ones, you can do their GoPro Plus program, and you can get 2 replacements in 1 year. And they still have GoPro Session 5s that they'll send out.
Awesome. Now I'm planning on doing a how to get into FPV and learning series because I'm at the bottom rung, and I want somebody who's a lot better than me to teach me and to film along the way. So if you're an FPV guy and you live near West Tennessee, and by West Tennessee I don't mean Ohio, like within like an hour or 2, I would like to get together with you. Email me here. Let me know if you'd like to do a series of teaching an old guy FPV. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah. So now the Tiny Whoop is now I ordered the brushless, but they gave me the brushed, and that thing it's kind of weak, but I've been flying it around still.
Yeah, well, it's a good. Well, that might be a great way to get started with acro. I mean, you said I looked at your video, the one where you got it caught, a different drone caught in someone's hair, which was great. That's my worst fear is bringing a girl. If I ever would get a girl who wanted to watch me fly and then getting it caught in her hair, I say, put up your hair before we do anything.
Those are rare, those girls. Hey, here's something that you'll never hear a girl say. Hey, honey, I'm tired of sitting around watching Netflix. You want to go fly your drone? That'll never happen. That's something you'll never hear.
I still am holding out hope. But yeah, so maybe a brushless whoop like this, Ishin trash can is what they call it. It's actually got a trash can logo on the back, which is funny. This is a great 1 or 2 cell little micro quad. Oh, and here's some footage of it.
Yeah.
It's almost like I sent that to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is me just tearing around my house with this thing, and it's it's going fast, but at the same time it feels like it's going even faster because it's so small with a wide angle lens. It just appears like it's tearing around even faster than you really are. If you're watching this line of sight, it might not be quite so impressive, but yeah, it's just a really great way to learn acro. And when you say acro, this is like a fully manual setting that you can have your quad run as opposed to some sort of self-stabilizing mode.
That's something I didn't even know. I mean, I hear people talking acro all the time. So acro, is that short for acrobatic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
versus like stability might be called angle or horizon maybe, and some flight controllers. You can select that all in beta flight, which is something that you were talking about in your video about that, Ken. You said you were just learning beta flight program?
Yes, and I probably know 0.002% of it now. So I'm feeling good.
Now,
Feeling good about
Chris,
it.
Do you use a beta flight quad?
Yeah, I do.
And that's the Wizard, correct?
But yeah.
Nice. Or no, that's the Wizard.
No, I'm on to the B-Fight. Yeah, I had that one, but I crashed it and moved on to the B-Fight 210. Do you remember that one?
I don't, but Chris
there.
Actually, he kind of got me interested in acro. You were the one who introduced me to the DRL racing simulator, pretty sure?
Yeah. And you remember that was
like
a year ago? We were up to like way too late just playing that against each other.
Yeah. Well, that's a cool thing.
Where
about
am
this,
I? I crashed over here.
Ken, before you go, I just want to say,
you guys are speaking your own language.
If you want to learn some of this stuff, there are simulators out there that will cost you $20, and then you'll never crash and break stuff. You know
I actually got one.
To learn.
I downloaded Velocidrone. Is that a good one?
Yeah. Velocidrone's great. Yes. You know, you've had Mr. Steele on this podcast before, or this live stream before. He really talks highly of Velocidrone. He has his own settings, and if you were to just copy his settings from his video, I have a couple friends who just kind of copy his settings over to their Velocidrone profile and fly it, and it feels a lot like how you would fly normally in real life. The only difference is, you know, maybe you don't have in real life, a battery only lasts 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops. So if you're flying, you know, in a racing simulator and you don't have any sort of battery management, you kind of forget that that's even a big deal. Then you go out in real life, you fly your real drone, and you end up killing your battery because you forgot to bring it back in after a certain voltage drop. So, you can get in trouble if you don't really. You got to practice both things.
What is a dangerous voltage to let it get to?
Well, you don't really. So when you're hovering and you've drained your battery, your voltage is going to appear lower than if you land and let it recover after a couple seconds. So you know, when you're doing a regular quad, or you know, like a DJI drone, even 4.2 volts is fully charged. Now there's also high volt batteries, 4.35 volt fully charged, but we're mainly talking 4.2.
Okay.
Now, if you drain that to 3.5, that's pretty much as low as you want to go per cell. Now, I saw in your video, Ken, you were flying down your bottom left of your screen. We were seeing 3.2, 3.1.
Yeah.
You were kind of pushing that lower limit of a hover low voltage. And you don't want to do that too much, but with a small micro quad battery like that, they're so cheap. They're like a couple bucks each. Not such a big deal. Now, if you're using a 5-inch quad, like what I like to fly, where the batteries are $20-$30, then you really want to start taking care of your batteries.
Right, and FPV doesn't.
If it keeps going down like that enough, you won't be able to recover it after a while. You won't even be able to charge it.
Right, because batteries get trained. And FPV stuff, they don't have all the safety measures and the warnings that will tell you what the you know. You have to pay more attention. It's like driving a manual car instead of an automatic.
Yeah, exactly. That's a nice one. That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Dial prop. Yeah, dial prop props there. Nice.
Yeah, this is Ken would be a decent one. Yeah, this one's like $120, Ken.
Okay. I have a 5-inch over here. It's I forget the name of it. It's the Prop Breaker 2000. That's the one I have, the old Prop Breaker 2000. I had the Prop Breaker 1000, but I ran out of props on it. Now, your trash can whoop drone inspired me because you were flying around your house and gave a great tour. So it inspired me to sit in one spot and fly around the radio station. So I thought, if Ed can do it, I can do it. Here you go. Here's my venture around the radio station with my little tiny whoop.
Now, is this an acro mode or stabilized mode?
Oh, it's an acro mode, clearly. Yeah.
Watch the hair.
And so I was terrorizing my coworkers here.
Ken, is your picture on that wall?
No, those are all the music stars that have been here in the radio station that have performed.
Oh.
So
that's what he really wants to show us.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just flying around. Nothing's going wrong. Nothing. Oh dear.
Oh.
But I got up again.
Man, you've got all crazy sound effects. Mine doesn't sound like that when I crash.
Yeah, that's the actual sound the drone makes when it.
Now, yeah, yours almost sounds like a rubber ducky on occasion. I've heard that.
But I did manage to get it upstairs, and I wanted to land it on the radio console here. So I think I did that, but then I couldn't really see it, and then I ran upstairs. Yeah. I was so proud of myself. You can see me in the background. I was like, yes, I did it. I did it. Good for me.
Yeah. Thumbs up. That's awesome.
Just drone and cameras.
That's awesome.
$2 super chat. Thank you so much. All right, that's £2. I'm sorry, £2. My first time here. Keep it going, buddy. Thank you for joining us. If there's any other first-time people here, thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed. I mean, you don't have to. No pressure. It just makes me happy every time I see new subscribers. You know how that goes, Ed. Chris, right?
Yes.
It's very satisfying when you see a
Yeah,
new
you're
subscriber.
90, right?
You're like, oh,
Yeah, they like me. It's like a little digital hug. Come on, bring it in, give me that digital hug, and then press the bell so I can hug you again later. All right. So
And
Ed,
you're almost at 90K, aren't you?
almost.
I'm actually on your social blade right now, but go ahead. You had a question?
Yeah. Well, what is it like to breach 100,000 subscribers there?
yeah.
Because I feel, and thank you for slumming it down here with us below 100,000. Appreciate you doing that.
Way below 100,000.
Yeah.
Well, it was awesome. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. That's really, really cool. I got my verification check mark later that evening, and
Nice.
then I abused the hell out of that by going to a bunch of different live streams on YouTube and just commenting and seeing all the people who go, "Oh my God, it's a verb!" No, but I did do that a little bit.
So yeah,
But
how does that work? What do you get that
Well, I'm
after?
just more responsible now with it. I that was a passing moment for me. But yeah, well, for me, I had to actually
that too,
contact
Ken.
YouTube and get it verified, and then I actually had to contact YouTube again to get that plaque. They were dragging their feet on that one.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I actually have the video. I'm so jealous. It's like everything I do is just. I mean, I remember getting like to 50,000 subscribers, and I was like, oh my God, that's all I'd ever need. But then I was
What
like,
was that like, Ken?
and then
What
I was
that
like, you know what? That's pretty cool. Maybe I can get 60, and then I mean the 100. I mean that would just be like a life accomplishment for me, and I'm just so jealous of you,
You get
Ed.
the plaque, right? You get the plaque.
Yes,
so that's
yes.
like even more confirmation.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So here is video of Ed Ricker getting his 100K plaque. Enjoy this.
How's it going, everybody? Ed Ricker here. It was over 3 years ago that I started this YouTube channel, Ed Ricker, formerly known as Ed Ricker Vlogs. And I think my first vlog was of me going through a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Number 4, please, with the soft tacos there.
Simply because I didn't know how else to start it. I said I have to start somewhere. I'm hungry. So I have reached over 100,000 subscribers, and when I say I mean we, because it's all you who subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
That number is
Yeah,
made
get it,
up
Ken.
of you all, so really it's
I'm gonna
you
get it.
guys who are represented in this box that I have in front of me from YouTube. This is a delivery I got on my front porch this afternoon.
I got it. It's mine now. You can't have it.
I don't recall you having gotten into my house. That's crazy.
That's because
How'd you do that?
I'm a ninja. People don't know, but I got ninja skills, man.
To install some cameras.
Yeah.
All
Sometimes, Ed, I just watch you sleep.
Do I snore?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
That took me a while to put together. I hope people enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
well, that's great. Now, did you do that one for Kelly Shores too, or am I a special case that you want mine?
You're a special case. You're a special
I'm a
case.
special case.
Absolutely, yes. You know what? While we have Ed on, let's go ahead and do a contest where people can win stuff.
It's another exciting contest.
All right, it's time to give away Freewell Filters. They are sponsoring the show, and they have a $130 filter set available each and every week right here on Thursday Night Live. So we thank them very much. There's a link in the description to all kinds of filters, so I urge you to check that out. So tonight, the first person to correctly answer the question in the chat will win. Now, before we go any further, please make sure that you have your chat on live chat. YouTube defaults to top chat, and that skips over people. I don't know why it does that, but make sure you're in live chat. Otherwise, you're going to miss all the excitement. So, the question tonight. First person to get the correct answer. And Ed, no blurting, because I know you know the answer. All right? What is the title of this Ed Ricker video? What is the title of this early Ed Ricker video? Now, there's a link to Ed's channel in the description if you need it. So I'm going to let Ed pick a winner. So there it is. It's up there long enough.
So now I got to make sure it's like grammatically correct and everything, capitalization.
Yes,
all that?
the entire title, full thing.
Well, now I got to Now I gotta find it. Hold on.
Okay.
No. We got it. But we're just.
Okay.
I've got to.
I know you remember making the video.
Oh. Okay. Hold on.
Who got it? Did somebody get it?
Well, I'm pretty sure Frank got it, but I've got to double check.
Okay. Stand by.
You know, YouTube's new video manager is not. I don't like it.
I think it was. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Frank Rodriguez is the winner. And
that's awesome.
While we confirm the winner, let's go ahead and just watch a little bit of that video right now.
Yeah, why not?
Yes. Let's.
Great.
Check it.
Oh yeah. I never heard this song before in my life. Listen. This is awesome. So what's the story? How'd this come about, Ed? Where are you? Who's filming and why? Tell me why.
That was a couple of shots of vodka and some free time right there. Honestly, so one of my friends is a videographer, and he had, I don't know why, we were just like, let's bring out the camera, dude. And so, I had already recorded this song just because I was having a good time with it. At the time, actually, I was trying to impress a girl, like I was with these tattoos, these fake tattoos. This song actually worked, however.
Oh, it did? Okay.
So, yes, but then we just made the music video 2 takes, and the white balance was a little bit off, which is why it's actually. Oh, there I pulled the hamstring.
I gotta tell you. I don't care about the white balance at all. I'm talking about your balance.
We did black and white. So yeah, it was just a great time, lip syncing to it, and then we edited it in about an hour, and then posted it. Really hoping to get Cher Lloyd's attention, but nah, never happened.
So you were playing back the audio and lip syncing to it.
So you see in my little breast pocket there of that jacket, the cell phone is in my pocket there. There it is in my shirt. You can kind of see it.
Nice
it bobs around. Like when I'm jumping around, it really bounces up and down. It makes it look like it's something.
Okay, I have to fast forward to my favorite part. I can't play the whole thing, but let me fast forward to my favorite part is the end. This is the best.
Quality production.
Oh yeah. Here we go. My favorite part. This will haunt my nightmares.
Does it sound like a helicopter?
Oh gosh. I wish my voice was still in shape where I could do that again. I can't hit those high notes. That was 7 years ago. 6
Oh
years
my
ago.
gosh. When I found that on your channel, I was like, yes.
It's my first video. I mean, all you gotta do is say oldest video, Ed Ricker. All that is.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I get some great constructive comments from everyone who's going to look that video up.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody in advance. Thanks Ken for pointing everyone to that video.
You bet, man. People have to know that Ed Ricker is a versatile guy. I mean, he's not just about drones and photography. He can dance.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, thanks for finding that. I forget about it sometimes, and I honestly am okay with that.
You're not mad, are you? Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad.
Okay. I thought he's either gonna laugh or just be mad at me forever.
You're like, I'll be next to you.
See, man. Oh, he's rolling off too. See, the roll off is very effective, isn't it?
Does it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it?
Let's all roll off at the same time. Let's all roll off, Chris. You ready?
No,
roll
I'm
off.
good.
1, 2, 3.
I'm running out of cable.
That's awesome.
There's someone tuned in right there. They're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Did all 3 of them get swatted at once?
So Ed, what do you got coming up on your channel? What should people subscribe to you for?
Well, Ken.
Yes.
Aside from my musical covers, which I don't know if anyone I don't really see any more coming in the near future. No. So we were talking earlier about VSDC free video editor. I'm actually going to be making a tutorial on how to use that darn software because it took me a second to figure out, and by a second I mean a couple days, and I would consider myself to be decent at editing. So for someone who's just jumping in, they could probably find some value in a tutorial from someone who actually finally was able to spit out an edited video using it. So I will be putting out a video soon. That's part of the reason why I haven't put out anything recently is I've been trying to learn that software so I can talk intelligently about it. Sometimes I've made videos before I was ready, and then I don't talk intelligently about that, and then about half I just go, ah!
Well, that's the thing with editing. You find the thing that you can use and it's easy and you stick with it. It's hard to go to a different set of software. So if you're a beginner, this is something that you would recommend.
I would also like to apologize for anyone who's using headphones there a few minutes ago. I think it's because it's free, but there's a pro version. Word on the street is I will be flying. So keep an eye out for the video. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I have to talk with them and see what's.
Okay, cool. Well, every week while we have the guest on, we do a thing called "Would You Ride It?" And these are drones that are, well, they're not drones because they're manned quad or things, flying things that people are making, and generally look very dangerous. And you're suicidal if you ride them. This might be one of them. So this one is called the One-Man Octocopter. It's made by a German trio of friends who started a company called Ivor. And here that is.
Sounds promising. Whoa.
This is in early testing. I don't know if I would have put a real human being on there, but this is an 8-prop manned machine with an aluminum frame. And they sit on top of this human blender holding a remote control. If you can believe it. So the question is,
just right at growing level too.
Yeah, that's always a bad sign. So the question is, I have for you and everybody in the chat: would you ride it? Let me know in the chat if you'd ride it. I know we have some daredevils in the chat. Raven 187 says, "Screw that." Ed, would you ride that?
It looked so bouncy. I'm not sure. Is that the best footage they had of it? I mean,
he's flying it with a remote control.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're holding that thing, what if you let go of it? What if it gets jostled out of your hands? You're screwed.
It's so top heavy.
Yeah, that's the problem with these things.
With a very narrow footprint too.
Yeah, they didn't.
To have the props low enough so that if they did hit you or hit the craft, it wouldn't hit you, right? But that's maybe why it's so top heavy. I don't know.
Right.
I would want to be under those things.
Under would be a better option.
I like the end here where he lands it, and then all of his buddies come up, and they're like, "Man, that was great. Good job, man. Let's all high five. Yeah, human blender, way to go!" So, let's see. Mark Rogers says, no, not now. Kill it with fire. Geeks Vana says, it looks like a toilet, which is handy as I would bleep myself. So, yeah. I didn't see that if there was a handle on there to flush it. But no way in my lifetime. Yeah, there's a lot of hell no's. So back to the drawing board, guys. But Ed, thank you so much for being on with us. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all you do for the drone community, and I will be picking your brain, if you don't mind, for FPV stuff in the future.
For sure. Well, and congrats on 99 and very soon 100 episodes of TNL.
Yes.
And congrats on the upcoming addition to your family, and that's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and thank you.
Appreciate it.
Both well with your future video endeavors.
Thanks, man, and I'll see you at Spin Up.
All right, I'll see you guys both there. See ya.
All right, see you, man.
Now it's time for the next thing that's gonna happen. And here it is.
Gotta love those jingle singers. They just play people off.
That one's new.
Yeah, you like that one?
I haven't heard that one before.
I have hundreds of them. I just use them sparingly because it can get old.
Okay, go. So can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I talked a lot in that last little bit that I don't think you guys were hearing me.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you noticed, I was moving a lot because I kept thinking I was frozen, and I was frozen.
Yeah.
And then it would speed up like this. And so somehow it switched back over to the Wi-Fi, so I'm off of my phone.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
So
Good.
Anyway,
Good. Well,
I said quite a few things that you guys just breezed right over, so I assumed you didn't.
Is it anything that you'd like to mention now that you need to mention now, or is it just gone in the ether?
No, it's probably pretty forgettable in general.
Okay. Well, usually you have a lot to say, and I appreciate it. Have you ever been to England?
I have, to jolly old England.
You have?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay, so you might have seen one of these things. I've never seen what I'm about to show, and this is pretty amazing. I got a link to this video from someone, and I didn't get their name, but it is Peter. Oh, it's our buddy Peter. Okay, he says, "Hey Ken, the drone part of this video shows a narrowboat across Lancaster and the Loon Aqueduct. You know what an aqueduct is?"
Yes.
He says, "I do not think you have those in the U.S., so enjoy, Peter." Now, this clip I'm going to show you, this is from the YouTube channel called Foxes Afloat, and it's from a video that's like 30 minutes long. So I saved you from having to go through that, but there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. But this just boggles my mind. It's amazing video, but I don't think they have these. Where
those are old Roman constructions, aren't
yeah,
they?
that thing's over 200 years old. This is a river that goes over a river. What in the hell's going on? I looked at that, I thought, is that Photoshop? Come on, man. Look at that. It's a boat.
Oh my gosh, that's...
Have you seen this?
No.
It's going, and that's crazy. I want to ride it. I would ride that. Isn't that awesome?
Ride it.
And that's a narrowboat.
That is really... That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a bridge. It's a walkway bridge. You can ride a bike over it, and next to a boat.
Well, where does it go? Like, where's it coming from?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Like, how do you get to it?
Yeah, it doesn't show that. It doesn't show that part. But I just thought that was fantastic.
That's really cool.
I'm going to be Googling that later. Man.
Journeyman, I have not. But I have a new trip coming up in 2 days, so I just figured, why bother? Journeyman asked if my suitcase is still here from 2 weeks ago. Yes, it is.
Has it been sitting there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I got a shoot in Utah in 2 days, so what's the point?
Yeah, why?
I'm loading it back up already.
What are you doing there? All right. Do you like trains?
I love trains.
Who doesn't like trains? Well, this guy named Dan. This guy named Dan I knew, he hates trains. But this isn't for Dan. This is for everyone. This is from Ed. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is from Ed Rutledge, and this is a steam train. It's a video short he put together about the Oregon. Is it Oregon or Oregon? I think if you live there, it's one or the other.
It's the Oregon Trail, but it's Oregon.
Is it Oregon? Okay. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. It's this Oregon Scenic Railroad film with a Mavic Pro Platinum. This is pretty cool train. This is the train as it's passing Smith Lake on the Oregon coast. This is a steam-powered railway and travels between the coastal towns of Garibaldi and Rockaway Beach.
It's got open cars there. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a little tourist thing. You ever ridden on a steam train?
No, I really haven't. I'd really like to, though. It seems like it'd be a kind of a different experience.
I did once years ago. I think I was in Minnesota, I think. But when those things start up and the wheels, they go shoom like that and they spin.
Yeah.
It's really awe-inspiring.
Whenever I was a kid and I had like a little electric train set, I would always put a little bit of oil on the wheels so that I could spin them out like they do in the movies. You know? And like, or they just go, and it would just do a little bit of a wheel spin. I just thought that was so cool. I'd geek out on that when I was a kid.
Yeah, they do that in movies. Those big wheels that are as tall as you are just going,
yeah.
So impressive. So impressive for old technology. Now, that was a great video, and thank you, Ed Rutledge, for sending that in. But I thought for sure that he would have flown through the smoke. right?
I know, missed opportunity on that one.
Right? And you can do it. In fact, I have done it. Well, Steam, actually. And this is an older one of my videos, and I don't toot my horn that much, but that steam train reminded me of the steam bath I took from the TVA plant. This is from years ago. This is from June of 2016. This is pre FAA lays down the law days where you can't fly near critical infrastructure and all that. So I'll just play a little bit of this clip, and if you like it, the full video is link in the description. But here I am flying through the steam at the TVA plant here in Tennessee.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah, this was a happy day for me.
Gutsy move, man. What drone is this?
This is a Phantom 4. Just the Phantom 4, not the Pro.
Going over a little bit to hit the thick part of the steam.
Yep.
I like that. Oh dear gosh. Spray and it comes out the other side. Nice.
This is my favorite kind of video to shoot. Just finding cool stuff and filming it.
Yeah. When was this?
This was June of 2016.
Okay.
I love
That
this
looks
part.
Awesome. Oh.
That was such a fun day, man.
That was awesome.
I love that. If you like videos like that, I did a lot more stuff like that early. Scroll back. I have a playlist called Binge Watch, and that will list all of my videos. So if you click that, go to that playlist, every single one of my videos is in there, and you can watch at your leisure. Yep. Want to go to? What do you want to go to Germany?
Always.
Our buddy Ava Guerin, Afa. I asked her specifically how to say her name. It's spelled EVA, but Americanized it's Eva, but it's Afa. So she'll be proud I got it right. Yeah. She says, "Dear Ken, I watched your show last Thursday and came across the hilarious video, Monuments Are Mean, from Upper Deck Media. And I have another Upper Deck Media video to share tonight. But I must tell you that not all monuments are mean. I was filming an angel a few days ago, and being a real angel, she didn't even blink an eye. Feel free to share the vid on TNL. Best regards from Germany," and that's from Afa. And I'm going to share that with you right now. This is the Angel of Peace in Munich, Germany. And I like the way she always films her drone taking off.
Does she?
Yep.
That's a nice touch.
It is. Because, I mean, we can assume that it's a drone, but because it's flying,
it's kinda,
you know.
It's just kind of nice to have that reminder.
It is, yeah. They got all the coolest looking stuff in Europe.
I know it. You know what I like about that shot? She took her time. She didn't rush that.
Yeah, people always want to do really fast orbits. It is not necessarily necessary to do super fast. Just slow, purposeful.
Yeah. Let it build.
Yeah. Don't make us dizzy.
Yeah.
I want to know how they keep that thing so shiny.
And where's all the bird poop?
It must be
Do birds not poop on gold? Do they know the difference?
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's some anti-poop paint. In which case I want to...
Larry, not on the gold.
Yeah.
Let's get...
I want to paint my car with anti-poop paint. See, now, that's her town. She saw that angel. She's like, I'm going to film that. And she did. And she even got some ground stuff. That's important as well.
Yep. Think eye level sometimes. Oh, and she got the land too.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
And Her and her doggy. Where'd that doggy? Dead the doggy. Very good. Thank you, Afa, for sending that in. Hey, if you want to send something in, you can do it. Send it to me here. Send a link to a streaming video, not a big, huge honking file, because my computer will say, hey, no, thanks on that. Yeah, cool. So we gave away the thing. We did the thing. We did the thing, and we mentioned the thing.
Did the other thing.
We did the other thing. Oh, speaking of FPV, Mr. Steele will be back on the show in July.
Excellent.
Yay. Super nice guy, that guy. I mean, he doesn't have to just hang out with us mere photography drone guys, but he does, and he's very nice to do that.
And very knowledgeable. That guy knows his stuff.
Man, he really does.
Oh my gosh.
So, Chris, what is the best camera gimbal?
Right now, I'm kind of stuck on the Ronin S. That's kind of my go-to right now.
Yeah, the Ronin S.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why, do you got one you're gonna recommend?
Well,
for me?
there's a better one.
Do they happen to be a sponsor of this show?
No. No, I don't think I can
Sorry,
get...
I thought maybe we're leading.
No. I would let you know beforehand. We're gonna do that. I'm not that slick. Will sent me an email. It says, "Hey Ken, remember when you used a live chicken to illustrate what a gimbal does? Well, check out this in-air analog I saw on Twitter." And this is from Will. Have you seen? You probably have seen this. This went viral for a while. This is
No, I haven't seen that.
Have you seen that bird?
Is that real?
This is a male kestrel hunting at South Stack.
That's unbelievable.
Isn't it?
That's incredible.
His head is perfectly still while he's hunting a mouse or whatever he's doing down there. Isn't that just fantastic?
Can you play it again? That was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, here it is.
I want to write that down too. What was it called?
This is a male kestrel, Kestrel, hunting at South Stack. I'm sure there's hashtags on Twitter where you can find it. If there's somebody calling me, I don't know how that's possible. Unless is somebody calling you, Chris?
No.
Okay. Well, stop it.
I was writing.
So if you're wondering about the chicken, I'll go ahead and remind you. Here is me and the chicken. This is the Zhiyun Crane 2 3-axis stabilized gimbal. And despite what you've heard, it's not the best gimbal in the world. No, the best gimbal in the world is a chicken. Most birds and chickens can't move their eyes. They don't have the vestibulo-ocular reflex like we do. You'll never see a chicken move their eyes without moving their head. If they want to lock on a gaze, they will move their heads instead of their eyes. This one's very interested in something over there. But you can see they're very good at keeping their head still when they're concentrating on something. The problem comes when you want to attach a camera. Oh, see? They don't like that. You got any tape? Yeah. So
That's just good TV.
I had to find a chicken, which wasn't hard in West Tennessee to do. So
that's just good TV, Ken.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know, let me just check my Skype for a second. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the carpenter cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other siding.
That's awful. Do you have a better joke?
I do not.
Well, the only thing that's going to make me feel better is a little bit of razzmatazz.
I think so.
Let's step into the Raz chamber and remind all the new people here that this is something that we do. And it's something that we need to do because once you step into the purple goo that is the Raz, well, it just takes away all the stresses and bothers of the day and it washes them away down the drain so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. Chris, let's take a deep breath together. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes. Very nice. But all of
That's so soothing.
Let all of those toxins just leave your body, all the worry. And just relax. Let the goo envelop you. Mm-hmm. Gotta love that goo. Goo. Okay. That's not the one. That's the one. That's it. Okay. Chris.
Yo.
Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Is the show over? Show's not over. I've got a really great viewer video of the week. But first, how about some near misses?
Yes.
Those are fun.
Love. I've had so many myself. I love seeing other people,
Yeah, I mean, the drone crashes are fun, but there's something about a near miss. It's like, ooh, oh, he made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's the pucker. And then you're...
That's right. So this is one that was sent to me a while back, and I apologize for not including it. I don't have information on it other than someone was flying in a field of Doppler radars. I don't remember who sent this to me, but thank you for doing that. So, and he's about to hit a Doppler station. Oh. Yeah. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Let's see that again. See the Doppler in the background? So there was another one, and he hit that one. So, here's. Yeah. He got Doppler clobbered by the Doppler.
It recovered really well.
It really did. I was very impressed with that. Yeah. So there's another one here that was sent in by Michael. And he says, Ken, I watched your FPV video and found it kind of funny because I was out flying my Spark in sport mode last week, acting like it was some kind of race drone when I decided to find a bush. Luckily, the Spark is one tough drone and made it out without damage. Time for an FPV drone, he says. That's from Michael. So here that is, the trusty Spark. Oh no! But it's
still flying.
I know, it's flippy-doing all over the place, and it finally righted itself. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sending that in, Michael. All right. Now, I know we have some Canadian people watching, and this is from Tim K of Canada. He says, Ken, there's a website that gives you safe flying airspace maps for Canada. And this is in response to your TNL where you showed the USA version. In the last Thursday Night Live, you can go back and check out the clip. There's a link. And I have a little demonstration of that right here. This is from Transport Canada. This is the map that they've offered. And you can zoom in, and it could be very helpful. There's a link in the description. He says...
Wait, is that where you can or can't fly?
I imagine the red zones are where you can't.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and you can zoom into where you are, and I'm sure there's maybe even an app. It seems like Transport Canada, if they were in a fight with the FAA, I don't know. Who do you think would win? You know? My government agency can beat up your government agency. All right, let me see here. Oh, my goodness, I totally forgot. We've got to draw for a prize. Oh my goodness!
It's another exciting contest.
Now you saw the video where I'm flying FPV or acro for the first time with my little whoop.
I did.
And in the end, the girl who works with me here at the station got a little Snaptane drone stuck in her hair. Mm-hmm. Well, you can win that drone right now. All you had to do was put in the comments the thing I told you to put in the comments. It's pretty much son of a beep. And so now let's go ahead and do a drawing for the Snaptane little toy drone. It's a cool little toy drone. We're going to find out who's going to win right now. Put in the URL here. And then, of course, filter out all the people that entered 100 times because that's just not fair. So it looks like...
Whoa.
Yeah, you're going to have a 1 in 388 chance. All right? 388 separate entries. I'm going to go over here and see who's going to win this thing. Who is going to win the Snaptane little drone? And that is Jamie White. His great video, some good laughs early in the morning. Thank you very much. Congratulations to Jamie White. You won that drone. Now make sure that if you're Jamie White, or if you know Jamie White, to let them know, to email me here and say, hey Ken, I won that thing, because that's kind of your responsibility. Because otherwise,
what's the statute of limitations for you?
30 days. 30 days.
30 days.
After 30 days, I give it away again as if it was brand new. Anubis Arts, TJ, thank you. $10 super chat. Ken, it's amazing how much prep time you put into TNL. Thanks for making Thursdays great. It's true. I really, I've done morning radio forever. And so I've always prepared for that. And I appreciate that someone has noticed that. I like to make this show interesting to non-drone people. And I
think you accomplished that. I mean, I think a lot of people find this show just by dropping by at random, because I'm seeing people in the comments like, "Hey, first time.
Oh, that's great.
Love the show." I mean, that's
good. I like to see that.
I think that says a lot.
I get emails from people saying, "Even my wife watches." Like, whoa! Even the wife? Wow, thanks.
She won't watch me fly a drone, but she'll watch me.
Right.
Or watch the show with me.
Well, that's good. It's a family-friendly show. So, Chris, I need your opinion on something.
Always.
How's my hair? No, that's not it. Of course, my hair is perfect. I don't need your opinion. Like off clap.
Why waste my breath?
The DJI RoboMaster. What do you think about that? What's your opinion? I'm gonna let you ponder that while I play this little promotional video.
I want one.
Do you?
But I don't really. Yeah, Nerf makes one that looks really similar to that.
Yeah.
I don't really, and it comes already put together.
Right, that's the thing. It would be fun for kids, I guess, to put that together if you're into construction sets and stuff. But
once you put it together, it's kind of done.
Right.
I mean, that's cool. Like the crabbing, that's kind of cool. But
yeah.
I kept hearing them say stuff like, "Oh, well, it can be modified," but how? I mean, it seems like that might be a little bit beyond your average user.
That's what I was wondering, because at first I saw that and I was like, oh man, what a great idea for a little camera platform.
Mm-hmm. But is that an option?
Maybe it will be. Could it be for that? Will they maybe have another version of that? Because they put a 3-axis with a 4th axis for bumps, and you're good to go. You're off and running with that.
Yeah. But I mean, you can get that already with, like a Traxxas, high-end RC car with a DJI Ronin. That already exists, where you can do 70, 80 miles an hour, for a car chase scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea. I like anything that kind of stimulates your brain to think outside the box. I really want to get my hands on one to see what it's really like.
I think you'll change your tune though after your kid grows up a little bit. You might look back when the kid's like 10 or something. Man, that would have been cool. Because I think parents will look at this differently. There'll be a lot of RoboMasters under the Christmas tree for sure. And
anybody is welcome to send me one. There's an address in the description of my channel.
Well, Chris, I happen to know that Santa Claus watches Thursday Night Live, so if you want to tell him what you want, make sure you let him know if you're a good little boy.
At least a week.
Yes. Pretend you're on Santa's knee. Tell him what you want.
Oh. I really want a robot. What's it called?
RoboMaster.
RoboMaster. DJI RoboMaster S1.
Have you been a good little boy?
Define good.
Well, peeing on my lap for one thing. That's not good.
Oh gosh, now I'm gonna have to pee. How much more time we got on the show? You keep doing that.
Wait for the shake. There you go. Now, Chris, you're an FPV flyer.
Yes.
Do you follow all the rules and restrictions? Do you follow?
For
Are you?
FPV?
Yeah, I mean, are you a renegade or do you know?
I don't have the skill to like go zip through a moving train like some of those guys do, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not there. But I mean, like, I don't go fly near people very much so with FPV, because FPV is just so much more kind of chaotic.
It's true.
You know, your filmmaking drones.
It's true, but I tell you, if I had the skills of a Mr. Steele or a, Johnny FPV, I might be tempted to. I wouldn't fly over people. I would never do that. But I'd be tempted to do some of the crazy things. And I have video here from someone doing a crazy thing. And it may not be in this country, so our FAA rules don't apply. But this is from zapsha.ru. And this is race drone flying through freaking fireworks. Holy crap, this is awesome. Check this out.
Nice.
I hope people watching on a big, huge TV, because this is just fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
First dude to think of doing that. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we fly through the fireworks? That's a great idea.
Oh my gosh, how did he not get disoriented?
Yeah, it's night. I mean, what is your point of reference, right? You got to be real good.
Well, I forgot. They do have like a level inside the goggles that you can tell if you're.
But still,
twisted.
I mean.
Jeez, that's awesome.
I would do that all day. Well, all night. All night. I would do that all night. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I could watch the FPV through fireworks channel if there was one.
Yeah.
By the way, Legwork says, and if it catches fire, we could just pee it out. Remember that? Hey man, I showed a video once where these dudes are lighting a field on fire, and I gave them a voice that said, "Don't worry, gets out of control. We just pee it out." If I made just pee it out t-shirts, would anybody buy those?
I'd buy it.
Oh man. All right. So are we going to do a viewer visit tonight? What do you say?
Well, sure call.
Do you have time? It's been a long evening.
8:37 where I am. We can do a viewer visit.
Okay. So if there's anybody watching who would want to be on the show tonight, put your Skype username in the chat. And make sure you have Skype on. And an account. And a computer. And a camera. Or a phone. So, while that's happening, I'm going to play this new funny video from Upper Deck Media. This is from Ken at Upper Deck Media. And man, we appreciate him going to all the trouble to put these animations together. This is a funny one about the Karma. And again, while this is playing, put your Skype username in the chat, and Chris will pick someone. And right after the video, then we'll have a viewer visit. Enjoy this from Upper Deck Media.
And now, in this corner, flying in at 2.26 pounds, wearing black propellers and lovely pink boxing gloves, the fruit fly of the sky, the master of malfunction, the gonad of GPS, GoPro Karma! And in this corner, flying in at 2.69 pounds, wearing white propellers and the golden gloves he's rightfully earned, the knight of flight, the statue of stability, the god of great videos, DJI Phantom! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to drone fight!
Oh, you're in for a good battle today, Phantom. I am the greatest. I float like the Hindenburg and sting like a sunbird. I'm feeling good. What do you have to say for yourself?
You will lose.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No firmware update can beat me. I defeat all drones.
That's awesome. Thanks, Ken from Upper Deck Media, for that. I like the way they made the Phantom Drago from Rocky.
I know.
Isn't that great? All right, so it's time for a viewer visit.
What's on your mind? We'd really like to hear.
All right, so who's it going to be, Chris? It's up to you.
Let's try this one. Matt1 Harris 2. MATT number 1 Harris with 2 R's, 1 S.
Oh.
And the number 2.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Have we had him on before?
I
don't think so.
I don't know. You got to send me a Rolodex.
Yeah, I got to do that. All right, so calling Matt Harris. Bringing Matt into the show.
Drone strike. It's kind of hot.
Thank you. I hear someone.
Can you see me? Someone here.
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Nobody will see you yet because I got to do that horribly awkward thing where I click all the buttons first. But you're.
Is this drone strike?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man! Welcome to the show.
Can you see and hear me? Okay.
I can't see you yet. Oh, I see you. Okay. All right. Now, Chris, you chat him up while I make it happen.
Where do we have the pleasure of talking to you from tonight, sir?
I am in a town called Marengo, Ohio.
Okay. What is that near? I have no idea where that is.
Do you know where Columbus is?
Yeah, for sure.
About 40 miles north.
Huh.
Wow, you're up there then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what kind of drone do you have?
Yeah.
What kind don't I have? Autel first, DJI second.
There he is.
And I have it taken apart now, but I'm the guy with the great big ag drone.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Are you a farmer? No, but I live in a farming community, so.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I work a lot with our local crop duster, and he made the suggestion that I get my Part 137, which is the license for flying economic poisons in an aircraft, and I went.
And how hard was that to get that? What is your Part 137?
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, like what kind of do you have a Part 107?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the
Part
difference?
107. 137 deals with, I mean, you know what a crop duster does, so it's very dangerous work, and they want to make sure that you're up to the task. So I had to apply for exemptions, which is kind of funny, because I applied for exemptions from a very important rule within Title 14, and I was granted all the exemptions, but every time I go for a daylight waiver, they immediately say no.
Really? Why do you think that is?
My reasons is probably not good enough. I don't put near as much work into my daylight waiver application as I did my other exemption.
You got to do your homework on all that stuff. It'll get easier.
What am I misunderstanding? A daylight waiver?
To fly at night.
Yeah, to fly so you can fly at nighttime.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Yeah, because you're like, what? You can fly in the daytime.
I'm remodeling a house, okay?
Yeah, it's the paint fumes.
Not sleeping very much. I was like,
so
daylight waiver, just fly. I don't. Sorry.
So you have a you have a friend who's a crop duster, or you're a crop duster?
Yeah, friend.
Okay, and what kind of
he suggested?
What kind of vehicle? What kind of plane does he have for crop dusting?
He has all of them. He has Cessnas. He has the air tractors, 504, 602, and 802s.
Wow. Chris, how long have you been married?
6 years.
Have you ever crop dusted the wife?
Nope, I don't think I would have made it 6 years.
Can I ask you a personal question, Chris?
Sure.
As I get deep in my mic, so somebody will hear. Tell you a secret. Can you fart in front of your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Okay, good, yeah. Because that's when you know the relationship has blossomed. When you can just
right. Oh, that's when you know it's on solid ground.
That's it. When yeah. And if you can do that before the ring goes on, oh man, that's love. That's love. Because they can get out of there anyway.
A real bad one.
Yeah, I could do a whole show on how to fail in a relationship. Anyway, so what kind of photography drones do you have?
Phantom 4 Pro, Autel X-Stars, and a Tello. I love that thing. And then a whole bunch of these little guys. If you haven't had one of these.
Oh, what's that? Oh,
it's the one with the little guy on it. This thing is so much fun.
I love the ones with the little guy. I don't have one, but that is cool. Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
And what is that called?
Oh, it goes by so many different names. Whenever you look things like this up, if you Google toy drone with a guy on it,
yeah.
This is what it comes up. And it'll be several different manufacturers, but I'm sure they all come from the same place.
Very
good.
Is
there only two motors on that?
No, there's 4. I know it's hard to see, but they're real close together, and you wouldn't think it would fly, but this thing flies fantastic.
So it looks like he's surfing on there.
Yeah, I'm Googling right now.
Drone with guy on top.
Drone with guy.
I'll after I post this video, I'll put a link to where you can get a drone with a guy on top. So what kind of things do you like to film? What do you do with your drones? Do you have a channel?
I'm sorry. I typed in drone with guy, and the first thing that comes up is a Kid Heron.
Yeah! Yeah! All right. Yes. All right.
And look, that is what I typed. That is the Google search that I did. Drone with guy.
Nice. Oh, that's great, man. Oh, that's great. I'll hit 100,000 subscribers soon, maybe. Who knows? So anyway, I'm sorry. So what do you like to film, and do you have any social media platforms where you share this stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely under Drone Strike, YouTube, Facebook, all that same stuff.
Okay. And what can we see on your channel generally?
I don't have too much. It's hard to find time, as you know. It's kind of hard to put videos. I mean, you both know it's hard to put videos together, to find the time to do it, because I've got 4 girls. It drives me nuts.
Oh, okay.
Also,
that where all the hair?
Yeah.
So you have four daughters?
Yes.
Which one's your favorite? You know what? In that split second before he started shaking his head, he thought of his favorite. He's like, "Well, it's. I'm not gonna say it, but you got one." Anyway, I know I'm my parents' favorite. Clearly, I mean, my sisters, both of my sisters are doctors, and I'm a YouTuber. So who would be the favorite? Yeah, you're right. One of the doctors. Anyway, so let me ask you before we let you go, while we have you on here, I like to ask all the viewers, what can we do? What can I do as a channel to make your YouTube experience better?
Oh, I don't know. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
I will say one thing.
Yeah.
The short little videos, the last one you did with the tiny whoop.
Yeah.
Perfect. 5, 6, 7 minutes long. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
The 20, 30, 45-minute long ones.
Right.
Those are a little hard to bite into. You know
okay.
what I mean?
No, that's valuable input. Believe me, I'm very aware of the time as it rolling on. I'm editing, going, oh man, this thing's almost a half hour long. But I just, especially with the abandoned stuff, I just felt like, and you're talking about the abandoned building one. That's been the longest one I've posted in a while.
Oh yeah, that one I tried. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Yeah. Well,
you skim through, you get the highlights.
Right. Well, we all have our boredom threshold, and apparently I wasn't. It's a great video, and I did it really that length because it really covers the hospital and its history and in a place where I used to live. And if you're into abandoned stuff, you'll like it. If you're a crop dusting balding guy with 4 daughters and a yellow shirt, maybe not. But thank you so much for being on with us. I very much appreciate you supporting the channel.
Hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
Just for comparison, so you understand the size of this thing. I have it taken apart on the table here behind me. But this is a Phantom 4 battery.
Yeah.
You all know a Phantom 4.
Right.
Here is the battery for that guy.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, now we have to see it.
Dear gosh.
You have to. I got to see the thing. That battery goes in. Can you show us
you're
somehow?
Not going anywhere. Go show us this thing.
Can you move your? What are you using?
Yeah, is this on your phone? Can you just take us over there?
We're going in.
It is all on this table.
Wow. How long does one of those batteries last? He's not going to pick up a little thing. This is going to be size of a golf cart.
I know, right? What he's bringing over is the controller.
Oh.
No, this is the drone. I have it taken apart right now. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So did he say this is an octocopter?
Hexacopter.
Is that 10?
Whoa.
6.
Look at that thing.
Wow.
That would lop an appendage clean off.
Dang.
That's impressive.
Now, have you flown any of your daughters on this?
I was just going to say, if I had a drone that size, I would see if it could lift me.
Right? Just hang, just dead arm hang.
Yeah.
Go.
Could it lift you? If you wanted it to?
Maybe for a few seconds. It's
valid.
Its max weight's 55 pounds.
How much pounds?
But it's got some power. I have to be at 55 pounds. I can't be over 55.
Okay.
Oh, right. But its maximum lifting capacity is
55. Well, it's probably a lot more, but they have to keep that weight rating right there because of the rule.
Right. So it would definitely lift a toddler.
Yes.
Oh, man. You could give the neighborhood toddlers what do you want? Chris wants to say something. Chris, just
think of all the joy you could do from dropping puppies to people.
Oh, puppy drop.
Underprivileged people, all of these kids that are out playing in the streets. Kids, puppies. Look,
right.
This guy, it's the puppy man.
But don't forget the puppy parachutes that need to be on before you drop them.
or if you get that, what's that piece of the Mavic, that lets you talk to them like, kids, get your hands ready.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, well, that is awesome. What is that thing called?
It's actually a TTA M6EX.
See, now the stuff that's like that, they're not going to have like a cool name like the Spinatron. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like all numbers and stuff. That's when you know you're in this. Yeah. Awesome. All right, man. Well, this show is getting too long, and I know that if it goes too much longer, you're just not going to watch it, even if you're on it. So thank you very much. I appreciate you being on. Thanks for being our viewer visit. Much appreciated, sir.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. See you later. Well, he was nice. We lucked out again with another awesome. I tell you, what a great viewer visit.
Yeah, that got way more interesting than I anticipated.
Yeah.
He was like, by the way, you guys have those nice little pretty Mavics, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at this.
And I could see the wheels turning in your head when you realized how much
55 pounds.
Yeah. How many weird experiments could I do with that thing?
Dear Lord, how much tannerite would that hold?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the show's just about over. Thanks everybody for sticking around for what is being a really long show. Next week is going to be 100 shows in a row. Even when I was in the hospital, I did a show.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, thanks everybody.
Let me just say this, because I'm not going to be on next week. This is such an awesome show. it's really awesome to see how, and I don't know if maybe because you're a part of this or it's your thing, but like this is really a one of, not to be sappy, but like this is really a pillar, kind of a really important part of the online drone community. This show and the work you put into it, I think, has done a lot to really grow the drone community online.
I appreciate that. I do work hard on it.
And you know, I know sometimes you just see the comments, you know, just briefly as they zip by, but I mean, I know this show means a lot to a lot of people, and the work you put into it, which I know nobody gets to see, is been very impactful to a lot of people. So
Camera 2.
Maybe you should do a video of just you preparing for Thursday Night Live, just what all goes into it.
Oh, that'd be Snore City. Snore City.
Maybe not.
But I appreciate you saying that. It's good to know that people appreciate it, because there is a lot of work that goes into it. So that'll bring us to the viewer video of the week, and it is Church-tastic. This is from pronunciation Olivier Miniato. Olivier Miniato. And he says, "Hello, Ken. For a year and a half now, I've been filming with a drone inside our beautiful churches of Nice, France. It gives me great pleasure to present Sanctus, a film gathering all the work done so far. Beyond the small technical issues that these indoor flights represent and considerable time spent in making of this film, I wanted to thank you all for your kindness and warm and welcome and the trust you gave me. God bless you, Olivier Miniato." And it's a pretty lengthy thing, and there's a link in the description if you want to check out the whole thing. It's about too long for our viewer video guest, but I whittled it down to some of the parts for you for the viewer video of the week, and I want you to enjoy this, because this is some really amazing, visually spectacular imagery. Enjoy. It's viewer video of the week.
Wow.
And apparently I've screwed up the name of the town. It's not Nice. Of course it isn't. I'm stupid American. It's Nisi. I guess. I'm still saying it wrong, but not as wrong. I just love the color palette.
It's gorgeous. The colors are really saturated.
Mm-hmm. Would you have flown under the table?
I don't think I would. In a church that's older than the country I'm from?
Yeah. I'd be so nervous flying here.
I'm assuming they got permission, yes?
Oh, yes.
Dear gosh, man, the lighting's gorgeous. Man, that's good flying.
That is just
Good camera work,
fantastic.
too.
It's from Olivier Miniato, and that's from Nice, France. Hope I said it right there. I will bet you $1 gazillion that he had prop guards on. What do you think?
If he didn't, he's braver than I was already giving him credit for.
Yeah, I'm guessing he probably did. Well, that'll about do it. Chris, is there anything else you'd like to say? I'll give you the final word for today.
Nope. Just again, congratulations on 100, man. That's a big deal. That is a really big deal.
It's quite a commitment. When I started this, I said that I would commit to doing a weekly show, and
Yeah.
it really is. Because you think it starts Thursday morning, it does not. Anyway,
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thanks to everybody for being on. Ed Ricker, thank you so much for letting me tease you today with your old music video. And Chris Rollins, thank you for being on, man. I know how pregnant is your wife?
Just started third trimester.
Wonderful.
Started today, I think.
So he's going to live stream the birth, no doubt. And thank you to remotepilot101.com. Thank you very much to Freewell. And thanks to our viewer visit and everybody for making this thing possible. I will go back and I'll read all the chat later. So next week, show 100, full of surprises. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And
bye.
Enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, the killer cross. Enjoy pigeon. Jerky, pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's got much nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, a tail like a processed meat. Yeah, that was so funny. enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, the killer could process meat. I enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, the killer could process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.